Hi, my name is Tom Dolan, and we are here at Carlile Swimming, and this is our grand opening. I want to welcome everyone to our new swim school. I grew up swimming in this area and swam the Olympics in '96 and again in 2000, and won 2 gold medals and a silver medal. So I will take you guys through a little tour of the facility and get you used to how we're all set up here. So as we go moving through here in our reception area, we have our Steps to Success, which takes you through all of the different levels that we offer and all the different classes that we offer in those levels. And this would be where all of our families would come and check in and would get their little tokens to go out to their classes. And as they check in with our reception team here, they would have a chance to be able to see kind of what level they are currently in and where they eventually would want to reach to. We start with our water babies here, and as we move from our water babies through our different levels, our water babies level is for babies as young as 3 months up until 2.5 years old. And then as we move to the different levels from there, they're not age-based, but they're actually skill-based levels. As soon as they achieve those different skills, then they move up to the next level. And as they kind of flow through here, they ultimately get up to our shark level, which is the highest level we have in our school. So as we walk through here, after we've gone through reception, we come into the family change room. This is where we have 12 different changing stalls for all of our families to come in with their kids, get their suits on, get them ready to go. And then they would enter through the locker rooms here, the men's side here, and the women's side down here. And suit dryer, water fountain, all that good stuff equipped for our families. And baby change table down here for our younger ones that are going into the water babies class. And that is kind of the entranceway then into the pool will be through the locker room. So on both locker room side there is doors for deck access, and then we go straight up to the pool deck that way. So as we come out on the pool deck, again, from the men's or women's side, you can see the pool setup. We have 3 different kind of blocked off parts of our pool. Still one pool, but in 3 different sections. These are our on-deck showers here. So we have options in the locker rooms to take a shower there, or our on-deck showers are nice for our parents to be able to turn the kids around quickly, wash the chlorine off, and get them back going again. As our pool is set up right now, we have our water babies class in this section here, and this pool would also be used from water babies on up to our stroke development levels. So clearly the higher they go on their level, the longer distance they swim. So ultimately in the higher levels they'd swim the whole way here. You can see here on this side of the pool for the water babies classes, we have ledges that are built in. So this ledge here is a foot below the surface of the water, and then it drops down to 1.5 feet below the surface of the water. So the nice thing here is when the moms and dads are in with the babies, it gives them an opportunity to, even with the little guys, to have them on the ledge and feel them standing in the water as they do a little monkey walk across the coping. And then as you see over in these lanes here, these would be our preschool and school age learn to swim lanes. These lanes also have ledges on both the far wall and on the other side of this bulkhead wall. So the idea being, even in the shallow water down there, it's only 2.5 feet at that end. We still want, even for our little guys, them to feel that the water is right about chest level. So even in those lanes where they're starting to learn to swim, we still utilize those ledges. Gives a nice kind of safer feeling to the timid children, so that they, again, the idea of the water being at chest level, they want to feel comfortable enough that they can listen to the teacher, but not so shallow where they're just constantly playing around, but again, not where it's all the way up to their head and it starts to get them nervous. One of the other sides to this that within our build that we want to, the ultimate goal obviously is to provide a safe, happy environment for our kids. Our water is 90 degrees, so that makes it a lot easier to get those kids in the water. And especially as the lesson goes on for the half an hour, they're not shivering cold halfway through the lesson. So that is one of the immediate feedbacks you see from our kids is how warm it is when they get in. One of the other sides to our build in the pool hall, at least, is the acoustic panels that we put on this wall and the back wall, which help to to a certain extent bring down the amount of echo that a pool generally has, especially in an open ceiling pool where for a lot of kids water may not actually be the issue. It may be a lot of the external factors in the bigger centers where the water may be really deep, the water may be cold, maybe really loud in there because it echoes a lot. So the nice thing with this build is that it does serve every single level for our school, and each part of the pool is built specifically for those levels, so that as the kids advance, and again, kind of regardless of age, but based on skill level, there are different lanes that then suit those class levels. So it makes it much easier for us, makes it much easier for our teachers then to also provide a really good instructional lesson for our kids without worrying about a lot of the external factors that they normally would have to worry about, not being able to stand, all that stuff that I think probably, I was used to growing up, because pools were kind of just pools, and they were big rectangular deep things in the ground. So that's a nice part of what we've brought from Australia, is that's kind of very specific build that we work with. So, the kind of straightforward stuff, we have benches here that run along this wall and that wall for our parent seating, hooks on the walls there for bags and coats, and over here we'll go into where you'll see the viewing room, which is a nice addition that a lot of U.S. pools and swim schools have added the last 10 years or so, which is just an extra environment that parents can use during the lessons if they want to go and sit in the viewing room, which in our facility, the viewing room is under a different HVAC system. So it's under a separate air conditioning system there than it is on pool deck. So a lot of times if they want a little cooler environment, if they have multiple kids and maybe only one's in lessons, and it gives a chance for the other kids to have a place to kind of run around and play. And clearly not having 90-degree water in that room provides a little nice cool area for them. So, here it doesn't really matter to us where their parents go. We don't restrict them to their viewing room or have to have them on pool deck. We're kind of big proponents of our parents should feel like this is their pool as well. So we're happy to have them wherever they want to be, if that's standing on deck or on the benches or in the viewing room. It's completely up to them as to where they want to be. So that's pretty much the long and the short of it. We do implement some graphics as well for the kids to be able to see that it is fun in the water with our teachers, and adds a little color and life to the facility as well.